What is going on? I'm zmoT. We have got winter is here. The mangroves have gone into hibernation. We now have the pines out. All of the trees have turned to pines. We don't have that Christmassy music we had that one year. I think that was the year that we got the Beachmas tree. By the way, it's time to place your Beachmas tree out. You have my official permission. What we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different. I've taken my RCBM layout and I've gotten rid of the Zookas and I've put Bombardiers in. I think this is going to be a fantastic way to do imitation game. Now the beautiful thing about the snowy bases is that you can't hide statues. Not that you could really hide statues to start with, but for those players who try and hide their glowing ice statues in shame, you are not able to do so. They are on full display right now. So these glowing green statues, we can see them. Obviously not super good examples. Now I kind of wish they would have brought a wintry theme to this. It still looks fairly tropical when we're looking at our archipelago, but that is sort of irrelevant. Now, the next question I have is, will Imitation Game be icy and snowy or not? I kind of assume it won't, but if it is, I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. It's not. So that is the kind of bug that I'm not going to complain about. We're not going to bring it up with the developers. Please don't complain about that. They have better things to do. I wish this would have applied, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Speaking of losing any sleep over it, the kids are getting excited. Santa is here in 5 days. Very curious to hear what you all do for your kids, what your special things are. So please, if you have something cool and awesome, please let me know in the comments. Everyone in my task force group knows that I do not go anywhere near elf in the shelf, elf on the shelf. Not my thing at all. The idea of lying in bed and realizing you or your wife or your significant other have not moved that damn elf yet is not for me. So I have never done it, thankfully. And if you guys do it and love it, please do let me know. I see all sorts of interesting and creative things, but that's not my jam whatsoever. My jam is leaving rum and eggnog out for Santa on Christmas Eve. My kids get Christmas pajamas. They get all dolled up. They get to open a present on the 24th, which is their Christmas pajamas, and they like the matching pajamas. Let's get into the things so we can actually use some troops here. Now, the reason why I like to use Everspark here is just because she just gives us nothing. She's very generous. Gives us nothing but free critters. Bullet would be pulling the medics forward, and I don't really want that all that much. Bombardiers are fairly fragile. I use a ton of critters when I use RCBM and RCBM, I guess this is. I don't really like saying BM. No, I guess it's. Anyways, let's carry on. Don't need any BMs on this video. We're gonna move forward. All the parents. I remember specifically when someone used the term BM and I had no idea what they were talking about. So if you don't know what BM is, you task a parent. I think every parent knows what that is, I assume. If you don't know what it is, just ignore it. I've already spent too much time on it. Now, the other thing I was curious about, all of you out there watching, what do you guys do for your mail carriers and your teachers and your kids' principals? And do you guys get gifts? We've been trying our best to get gifts for the UPS guy and the mail lady, and just try. I delivered papers as a kid, so I have vivid memories of Christmas and people giving me chocolates and just all of the excitement. Maybe that's being 12 years old, but we're trying our best to get presents for all of the people who do wonderful things, and it's a lot of work, I gotta say. So I'm curious what you guys do, if you have any tips or tricks on that, because it can be exhausting getting presents for our kids. And my wife and I do not do presents for one another. I find the idea of buying a present for an adult just doesn't work for me. I buy her presents all the time. When I think of it, when I see something that is just all about her, and doing it from a list just is not my thing. So if you guys like buying from gifts lists, or you love buying presents, I'd love to hear it, because for me, scheduled presents just doesn't work. I don't know. It's a little bit of a wonky thing. We're not talking about Boom Beach right now at all, by the way. There is a problem where a bunch of people's warships' chests got bumped back by like 4 hours, I believe. They are aware of it. It has been raised, so please don't ask the guys on Discord about it. Don't go ping Rick C on Discord. Everyone's aware of it. It's been raised. Don't worry. By the way, this troop combo, I gotta say, is working pretty darn well. Look how far back those bombardiers are standing, just raining down fire on top of the HQ. Now, typically I don't like to use my max level account for things like Imitation Game because we could probably just barrage the headquarters, but I really did want to try out this new troop combo, and I think it's going to be a good one. If you're using bombardiers in a different way, please do let me know, but I feel like this is a great way to do it. Maybe mix a boat of Zookas back in instead of that third boat of rifles, but RCBM is the strongest troop combo in the game. It's like 1A to maybe like Banks or something along those lines, but so I figured mixing in some bombardiers was not going to do anything but good. This person clearly has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ice on this base at the very, very least. So we're actually going to get a decent taste of how well this combo is going to go. We're going to barrage that back rocket launcher, just trying to keep all of our rifles alive. As you can see here, my rifles are not doing super well. Riflemen with RCBM, you want them to be able to take a mortar to the face. My rifles do not have troop health, and I'm fairly sure or positive, or maybe I haven't boosted the actual I think there's a rifle life leech on right now. Again, not 100% sure. Have not looked at the tribes in a long time. Maybe I don't even know if there's been a reset since the last time I looked at them or not, but we are not doing super well. So I'm going to back off. Make sure when you back off that you throw some smoke on top of your medics, or they will not make it. That is one of the keys to... Oh, we're about to lose. We're about to lose. There we go. I saw that coming. Did not have enough GBE to throw out. Now, RCBM gets a little bit weaker when Everspark is dead, obviously, because Everspark brings us all sorts of free critters. I was not super smart with my GBE, and we're probably going to actually lose on this round, but on the plus side, we've cleared this entire front. Probably should have smoked to the side. At least we've got all sorts of things down. Let's throw one more shock out there in the hopes that maybe we can flare that shock launcher and hopefully take it down with our powerful bombardiers, and then maybe even sneak away over into here, trying to keep at least a couple alive. Should be able to get that sniper tower down, and down we'll go. We'll retreat as soon as... You know what? We can't finish this off. There's no possible way that we're going to get past that boom cannon. So we're just going to wait one more minute or two. You know what? Let's just retreat. Going to save some time. We don't have any troops left, so whether or not that was the perfect combo or not, I can't really say, because obviously I don't have the statue support to go up against that much ice with my riflemen. They just got pulverized. Maybe didn't use quite enough medkits, not sure. Have not upgraded my riflemen to level 22 yet. What was I going to check? Let's check the tribes, shall we? So riflemen life leech, they were life leeching, but they just weren't. They were just melting. So if you're going to use our... What is this going to be called? RCBM. Oh man, that's just terrible. By all means, hopefully you have some troop health, and if you don't, then you're probably going to lose some rifles quickly. You can also throw one boat of heavies in instead of 3 boats of rifles. Makes a good difference as well. Just trying to make things slightly stronger. Gonna throw a bunch of GBE onto that shock blaster. I just guess that was 2 barrage, 2 artillery. Probably not the right combo, but we got it down. That's all that really matters, right? So we're just going to walk through all this stuff. At this point, there's nothing that can stop us. The rifles are going to get shot in the face. The bombardiers are going to throw bombs over their heads, and we're going to shock over here, and down goes all of the things. I keep finding that I'm throwing critters when I'm trying to throw shocks. Like, I meant to throw a critter and then throw a shock. If you guys have been having problems with your button presses, please do let me know, because I feel like... Making love? No, I feel like I'm making a bunch of mistakes. Well, that too. But I feel like I'm making too many mistakes on my clicks these days. So if you guys are... I don't think it's a bug. I think it's just me fat fingering things. Maybe I need to get my fingers to the gym or something like that. But there we go. All 7 stages, imitation game. Stage 7 is going to be tough for those lower level players. Let's just have a look and see what the actual strategy you could use would be. I think this is one of those ones where it's going to be heavy Zooka. If you can get back, let's just put it on half times mode so I can actually click. If you can get back where the stone storage is, you can just clear towards the core, let your heavies walk out front, and just shock these 2 things right here, and they should be able to just walk towards the core. So I would go 2 boats of heavies, get towards this back corner. Let's see if you do need to smoke the shore. Otherwise, the shock launcher and the rocket launcher are both going to get you. So maybe first attack, hack these 2 buildings at the front, hack the shock launcher, hack the rocket launcher, and then clear towards the back right corner. Or you could just walk straight up the middle, I suppose, if you're that kind of player. But that's it for me. This is December 20th. We are on the final countdown just to get some stuck in your head. So that's it for me. I'm zmoT. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic Christmas and holiday season. I will be around for a bunch as I just dropped my phone. Hopefully you couldn't hear that. Anyways, as always, hit me up in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click that bell, tell your neighbor, all that sort of fun stuff. As always, thanks for coming in. I'm zmoT. Peace.